Hi everybody. Today's assignment is all about patterning. This is called folk art. They use a lot of patterns in folk art. So they would break everything off into sections. You know, this is the land and grass and a walkway and two trees and a house, but everything is patterned. Just like the day before where we did the brick pattern in the house and the doodle drawing, we're going to keep on with those patterns, and that allows us to use warm and cool colors and to have a representational drawing. This is a picture of two trees, a house, a cloud, and a hillside, done in the style of folk art. So here we go. I'm going to take this paper and put it over my background paper so I'm not going to make a mess and ruin the table. Also going to draw a curvy line. So I've got a sweeping hill, just like that. And then I need to draw my house. Remember, it's a triangle, rectangle, then I'm putting a door here. This one is going to be a little different than my example, which is fine. You can choose to do this however you would like. Just remember to use your simple shapes and all those lines we talked about: vertical, horizontal, diagonal, zigzag, and curvy. Here's a curvy line, here's a diagonal line, here's a vertical line, here's a horizontal line, here's a curved line. We're going to keep using those curved lines, circular lines, diagonal lines, all those lines. I'm going to put a tree here, here's the trunk, here's another tree trunk. Now I can draw a circle or an oval, and another circle or an oval, and then I'm going to split this tree into parts. Just continue this line. And now you have spaces for patterns. However you choose to do this, when you break it up, you'll have a pattern in this section which is different than this section. So you're going to make the decisions on how this drawing goes. You can just draw simple curvy lines. You don't need as many sections as I had, but try it out. See what you think. The more you put into this, the more fascinating it will be to look at. Just remember that if you draw something real simple, sometimes it's great to look at for just a little bit. But if it's more complex, whoever looks at your work will look at it longer. And if that's what you would like to do, start thinking about how complex your work is. That means how much stuff is in it. So, back to this for reference. I have a pattern that is just diagonal lines, and diagonal lines this way. I chose yellow and orange and black at the very end. Now, I'm going to use a black marker at the very end of this. I did this all with paint, watercolored the sky, then the building, and then all the patterns. And this is a lot of fun to do. Think about the difference between this to this to this, and how they all go together. It should look pretty zany and wild. It should be full of color. That's what folk art is all about, the decoration and the pattern. So I can just start to indicate these lines. I can put different types of lines. I'm going to remember this is a horizontal, this is a diagonal. This is a vertical up and down line, which is going to change the rhythm of everything I'm doing here. If I want to put a zigzag line here or a wavy line, that would be neat. And then I can do my patterning with my color, because it could have a rhythm that you choose. You could use green, red, white together in one pattern, and then choose purple, orange, and pink in another pattern, and that's all up to you. So I'm just drawing those that way, and pretty much you're going to end up with something like this if you filled everything in and every section is a different pattern. So please have fun trying to do folk art with different colors, patterns. We've covered different types of lines, the 5 types of lines: vertical, horizontal, diagonal, zigzag, and curvy lines. And then we're using our warm colors like yellow, orange, and red, and our cool colors like blue, green, and purple. Please use all those colors, and then at the end you can use a nice black marker to go over your lines and to sharpen things up. It kind of makes it look like a cartoon when you do that, but on this it's going to work great. Please have fun doing this. Show me online on Google Classroom or on Zoom. Thank you very much.